I'm trying to get done, but everything just keeps going around in circles. Well, it's not fun to talk about, but it's a necessity of van life, and that is the toilet. We have ourselves a Thetford Porta Potty, and I'm in the process of working on a platform for our refrigerator, storage underneath there, and then fitting the Porta Potty into a box that will have a lid. And then the other thing about this whole deal is that we want to be able to store our lagoon table in that little area behind the toilet. And we're trying to figure out, or I'm trying to figure out, do we have a fold up top? Because when this is closed, we want to use it as a seat in the van, like a lot of people do. Or do we have it fold up this way, which will be a little bit easier because I'm not sure how to get a piece across the back there and still have a slot to get the table pin up and out. We talked about just a pull out or a lift off lid, but then you got to have some place to set the lid. And anytime you have something that you have to take off and put someplace else, that somewhere else is always going to be in the way. So I'm thinking a hinged deal. The toilet will be offset because there's the flush handle there. We need to be able to sneak our hand down inside there to flush. So these are some leftover scrap pieces that I'm using just to kind of give a idea of the framing for the toilet box. This whole section between the edge here and the edge there is 4 feet. So the bed is here, the driver's seat is here, so it has to wedge in between there as well. So after some discussions, we've decided that the table We just don't want that there because we need some storage behind the toilet for toilet paper and cleaning things like that. So that's going to go down there. And then I've got the box roughly cut out and in place. Attach the corners and the back, get that hooked up, and then we can go from there.
You could try to play, but you're never gonna beat me. Look the other way, what I'm doing ain't easy. Bloody hands stained from the people who deceive me. Muddy hands break through the chains, go free me. Looking for change, looking for pain, pulling a mob, pushing a train. I'll never stop, stick to a lane, pick up the pieces and go rearrange. I'll be the best above all the rest, put me to the test and expect nothing less, your check as I'm chess, what's happening next, yeah. He got the venom, a tangible weapon, no coming in second. This life is a lesson, he got a new engine from pain, it's a blessing. New focus, no guessing, just bold and obsession. All in his possession, you got their attention. I'll leave an impression and take your redemption. Just kill no discretion, your mind is a weapon. 11-11, it's time for progression, You could try to play, but you're never gonna beat me. Look the other way, what I'm doing ain't easy. Bloody hands stained from the people who deceive me. Muddy hands break through the chains, go free me. People like sheep, move feet, hurt it easy. You don't wanna be fast asleep when they scheming. Better stand tall, ready for a fight, believe me. When they try the chains, you can say no, free me. So he's been looking for somebody who could save him, instead of searching inside for what they gave him. A strong will, strong mind causes mayhem. We could change the world, change times, rearrange them. Staying on pace, running the race. Life is a chase, I don't want a place, I wanna be first. Work till it hurts, dehydrated thirst till I'm in a hearse. High ambitions and the right mind can take you so far. It's like you lived a few lifetimes. Take off from a break off from the weak minds. They can stay soft. You can change lives. You create thoughts. Never waste time. You got one shot. You got one life. Better pop off. What do you like? Make a dream job. No 9-5. No mean boss. Just my life and free thoughts. You can try to play, but you never gonna beat
for the toilet box, which is right. Refrigerator will sit up there, so drive around a little bit with it in place, get an idea of how it's riding and how it's going to be, just to kind of pink around back here.
When they try the chains, you can say no, free me.
I wanted to utilize the L-track system that was already in place when we bought the van. So here I'm measuring where the bolts are going to go, and it uses the special L-track bolts and these clips to hold the bolts in place. They're a little bit shaky, so I use some blue painter's tape just to keep them in place until I can get them marked. And I use an old paint pen, yellow one, just happen to have that one around, to mark the ends of the bolts. I put a good dab of the paint on there, just letting it get into the inside of the bolt, and then with the paint on the bolt I push the backboard into the bolts and give them a good pounding to set them in place, to indent the back of the piece of plywood, and there you see how it leaves a mark. So the bolts that I'm using are 7/8, and the washers that I'll use are 7/8. Then I use a small bit to drill a pilot hole on the back side where the mark is. Get that chucked up and drill a pilot hole right dead center in the middle of my bolt marking. Then after that, we flip the wood over and use that pilot hole to guide your 7/8 drill bit in there, and just go about halfway. Then I'll use a 5/16 inch drill bit to remount that center section so it will clear the bolts that I'm using. And that gives you a recessed bolt and nut area. And then put your piece back in, bolt slip right in, and then you have a really nice clean hole, and then put your nut on. Well, we are making progress, slow but sure, on some of the cabinets in the van. Been working on the refrigerator toilet cabinet that you see behind me here. Let me step out of the way. And right in here is where the toilet will go. It will have a it'll have a lid there. And then down in this area, this will be some 4 drawers pulling up. Right in here is where the refrigerator is going to sit. So making a little progress. Had some other things to do today, but had to go get another piece of 5/8 plywood to do some of the work. And then coming up this weekend, we're going to be taking the van up to have all the big installs done. So that's kind of exciting work too. So we're looking forward to that. Here's the pile of stuff that's going to be getting hauled up and taken and put it in the van. So a lot of exciting things happening right now with the van. So stay tuned. We'll keep you informed unless you know how to handle a screwdriver, and then maybe we'll put you to work. I'm trying to get done, but everything just keeps going around in circles.